So we're on Led Zeppelin and one of their, I suppose, more straightforward riffs when it comes to being able to play it, being able to rock out to it. There's a few really interesting things about this one, though, particularly the fact that it uses the thumb, which most lessons don't seem to indicate, even though Jimmy Page's only available video that you can find online with him playing this shows that he's playing it with the thumb in the bottom. But we'll run you through how Jimmy Page plays this one. And I'll tell you some of the tips and tricks behind Immigrant Song. So there's a lot of stuff we can learn from this. We're in standard tuning. First thing to mention. Second thing is that there's a chorus pedal used a little bit later on in the track when we've got this sort of big chord sounds. So when you've got this... just for the little chords before it comes back to the main riff. You can achieve that effect with various delays as well, tremolo pedals, but the chorus is probably my recommendation because it has that little bit of shimmer added to it. But I'm going to run you through the main notes on how to play this one, and we're starting off with the main riff here. So it's an F sharp, and you're doing an octave. That's really the basis of the main riff here. A lot of Led Zepp riffs are kind of based around a single chord, and this one is no exception. So this is F sharp. Now every other video that I found on YouTube says that you should be doing it in a power chord shape. However, I'm going to link you to a video up in the top there which shows Jimmy Page playing this with his thumb, and there's a very, very good reason why you would play it with your thumb, because when you're doing the later chord changes, it's easier to switch to this C9 if you're using your thumb for the root note there, rather than going... It's just a little bit more straightforward, and you can see Jimmy Page, if you click that link, rocking out in that way. We're going to run through it now. So the picking pattern, I guess, is the absolute key to this one. If you follow it carefully, I'll run you through it now. It makes life a lot easier. So get your thumb on that F sharp. You can put your third finger down, which is a C sharp, but it's not going to get played. It's more like a lightly held note just to stop you from knocking that string by accident. And then the octave is a fourth finger. There's also a very slight amount of palm muting here, which is well worth resting your right hand on your strings just a fraction. And the picking pattern is as follows. So down, down, up, down, up. And then it's up, down. And then same again, down, up, down, up. So the very beginning of the track begins without that sort of up note. So you start with the down pick on the thumb, and then really from there it kind of repeats. That comes round and round and round many, many, many times. There's one instance in bar 7, which I'll let you know about, where the riff is different, and this is the only time you can really hear it on the track very specifically. There's a pause, and then it goes back into... But let's just run through the main riff again, that picking pattern one more time on the F sharp, down, down, up, down, up. Sometimes Jimmy Page has a sort of more muted sound on the very first note of the riff, so this up pick here. It's quite hard to kind of get that little muting in there, but it does make it sound a little bit more like the riff on the track. Do play that through, practice it time and time again, because that is 90% of this song here. We're going to pause up now just to give you a chance to play through the main riff there. Practice doing it with the thumb, very importantly, because it makes it easier later. And we'll join back into this track in part 2, where we're going to tackle the chords and also various other little sneaky tricks that help make this track a little bit easier.